Go crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got the foot on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dead.
Select the team you want. Start your season with.
Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change.
Start the regular season by selecting your goal.
I want it now. Have the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. No.
If I don't have to,
I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it.
I'm gonna try to get Melvin.
No change. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get
Melvin. No game. Okay.
And
all my girls, they
even
love
if I
and hate
don't,
me the
it's not
same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Let's go, Lindsay.
Right pocket got euros.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths.
Okay, we're gonna have Lindsay. Next week, I'm gonna try for
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
I'm at least gonna do make the playoffs, which I usually. What's up?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I'm going to start this game. Should I do play full game or play offense? I'm gonna play defense. Pick G if I play full game. Hit O if I play offense only. Hit D if I play defense. Fine, I'll just play the full game because this is not. Oh, this is a Monday. This game is a Monday night game. Let's go. I'm a Monday night master. Don't worry. I can deal with Monday night. I mean, it's not that easy, but I can deal with Monday nights. Let's go, Monday nights. Monday night. We'll go. Antonio Brown.
One time for the old times in the East Bay.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be...
Wait, let me look at my settings. Is there any settings about, like... No. Oh, what? games. I'm not gonna do it again.
Quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams
Hey,
want to be a quick
yeah,
strike
just
offense.
like off
as
with
quickly
these
as
guys.
possible and run a defense into submission.
I'm
What
going
they have to
off with these
understand
guys.
is, while they got it done there, long way to go.
If you want, you can join our beef with us. You join our beef.
Is that why you...
And his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Raiders under head coach John Gruden in his second go-round. Leading them out, their 6-year quarterback. Hailing from Fresno State, that's Derek Carr.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent.
If you want, you can join it live.
Against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now.
They customize this play is good.
If it's there, you take it.
Right,
Otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's
at least
up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Richard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Flacco looks to throw, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
And result, touchdown. Extra point from Midas is good. And that'll make the score.
Team does it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. He's got daylight. 20. 10. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Oh my God. I gotta put that. Oh my God.
Great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play.
What the heck? What in the world?
One may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. McManus's point out. Nothing, our score after 1.
Oh my God.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I bulldozed the first guy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded just inside the 20. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Broncos push further out in front. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, I tried hit sticking him and taking him. Get the foot about.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. On third down, Carr trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Isaac, and the ball is knocked out. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening week. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some room to work. And a super return as he gets us all the way.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Down inside the 25-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight.
God. Look. Gotta get the bow. Wait. Are you a human? Yeah. What? Yeah. Psych! Run.
2020, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The Sanders has got it complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. 22-yard touchdown grab.
As his guys continue.
You to put this one out of reach. Now McManus to tackle.
On the extra point.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Leave a like and subscribe for
They had the
that.
short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On the draw, Rashard. And he'll be brought brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Flacco from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll make it third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Flacco, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but they say
That's a butt cheek play.
out of bounds. There would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
The previous play is under review.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, they'll find his running back here, Richard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Yeah, boy.
Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension
That's
of the
what I
lead?
need.
This one felt a lot
That's
like,
what
remember
I
Seattle,
need.
Denver, Super Bowl 4?
Where's that energy? Nah, boy.
Yeah, they are. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Go, go.
We'll see
I'll
if
need
Week
that
1
time.
fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On first down, Richard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. From the 44, Carr. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Bye-bye.
And he's loose again. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Carr, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks.
Let's go. Behind. Block 80. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Ironman. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So how about this for field?
Yes, sir.
Position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They already lost.
This is taken at the 3. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. Very one-sided affair.
Comment blowout in the comments if you make it to the end of this video or live stream. Well, video live stream depends on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Go watch it.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Freeman.
Get out my way, boy. Get out my way. See you next
chucks
month
him aside.
whenever you down, hey.
And he'll take it into the end zone
whenever you gone because I'm already there.
Royce Freeman, 57 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
So I know that we going to win next week.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Crunch time, defense.
On 3rd and long, it's caught. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Take it at the 37.
Yo, why would you run
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
61, match box, really high.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To pass, Flacco. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Flacco escaping the pressure right. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Passing play. Flacco flushing. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shane Ray drops him for a 4-yard loss there. And that brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Now it's Flacco. Flushed out right. This is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Okay, boy.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it.
Wide open.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 25.
Now Flacco. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On first down, Flacco. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another one.
Now McManus for the extra point.
Let's go.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's winnable.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.
Yeah, that deserves a GG's. Yeah. Few comments. Oh, so you can't find